Donald Trump's relationship with India has always been a mix of warmth and sharp criticism, and while he praised India in public settings, there were also moments when he appeared to be against India's interests. His approach came largely from his philosophy of America First, where he believed every deal, trade policy, and partnership should primarily benefit the United States. For Trump, friendship was secondary to financial fairness and economic advantage, and this sometimes put India on the receiving end of his criticism. One of the main areas where Trump seemed against India was trade. He repeatedly accused India of being unfair in its trade practices, calling it a tariff king because of the high duties imposed on American goods. Trump argued that India charged heavy tariffs on products, like Harley-Davidson motorcycles, while the U.S. allowed Indian goods to enter its markets with far fewer barriers. For him, this imbalance was proof that India was taking advantage of America. His administration removed India from the Generalized System of Preferences, a program that gave India duty-free access for billions of dollars worth of goods. This move hurt many Indian exporters and signaled that Trump was willing to be tough, even with a country that was seen as a strategic ally. Another issue that pushed Trump against India at times was his belief that the U.S. was paying too much for global partnerships. He wanted countries like India to contribute more financially, whether it was in defense, trade, or environmental agreements. Trump often criticized India's role in climate change deals, claiming that the Paris Agreement gave India too many benefits while putting restrictions on American industries. He argued that while the U.S. was forced to cut emissions, India was allowed to continue polluting while receiving financial support. This narrative created an image of Trump standing firmly against what he saw as India exploiting America's generosity. Immigration was another point of friction. While Trump valued skilled Indian workers in sectors like technology, his strict visa policies under the H-1B program made it harder for Indians to work and settle in the U.S. Families were left in uncertainty, and many Indian professionals felt targeted by the changes. Trump defended these policies by saying he wanted to protect American jobs, but for many Indians, this appeared as hostility toward their community's contributions in America. Despite his criticisms, Trump maintained a public show of friendship with Indian leaders, especially Prime Minister Narendra Modi, with events like Howdy Modi in Houston and Namaste Trump in Ahmedabad. Yet beneath the smiles and handshakes, his policies showed that he was willing to act against India whenever he believed Americans were losing out. To his supporters, this was proof of his consistency. He was against anyone or any country that, in his view, put America at a disadvantage.